Hello everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Donna. Today I am making up some cornbread dressing. I have a few other ones too. I make it all different ways, but this one is a little bit different. We're going to be putting some breakfast sausage in it, some bacon. It's a really good dressing. This may be probably, I don't, there's too many of them, I guess, but I think this one's probably my favorite. This one also will have some crumbled biscuits in it and some crackers, but everything you need for this, I am going to post in the description box, the ingredients. But here I have some melted butter, and we're just going to get our chopped veggies all sauteed up here, get them nice and soft. You don't want no crunchy stuff in your dressing, do you? So make sure you get this sauteed up good. And I got my 6 tablespoons of butter in there melted. My celery, bell pepper, and onions. So I'll get that sauteed up. Okay, we got these all sauteed. I sauteed mine about 10 minutes. And you want to make sure you have everything chopped up small pieces. Okay, let's move this to the counter. Okay. Now, in my bowl here, I made a pan of cornbread yesterday. It's dried up. I crumbled it all up really good. Left some pieces just for texture. And I have some day-old biscuits. Well, actually, I freeze my biscuits. And I just take them out and let them dry up, or stick them in the oven and let them dry up. So we're going to get these crumbled up in there. And I have a half a pack of saltine crackers that's also going in there. So we'll just get everything nice and crumbled up. Get everything broken up and crumbled up and mixed right in with that cornbread. Okay. Got that all crumbled up, okay? Now to that, we're going to go ahead and bring our bell peppers, onions. There's some green onions in there. Some regular yellow onions. Get it all out. Okay. Now, okay. Who remembers this? Who grew up with this? Y'all remember that one? I showed my sister this not too long ago because Mama used to use this, and she had to turn to, I believe it was, McCormick. Couldn't find, you can't find it anymore in the stores. I had to get it off Amazon. But actually, I ran into this, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I got to try that. We ain't had that in years. But we're going to go ahead and get our seasonings in there. And make you a pan of cornbread that's going to make at least 6 cups of cornbread. Okay? Alright, let me get my seasoning here. This is poultry seasoning. Then I'll go in with my sage. Good teaspoonful of sage. You put, much as you want in y'all's. Because a lot of us people will like it different. A lot of us like it where you can really, really taste it. Some just don't like it. And so you control it, okay? I got a couple of beaten eggs. Put that there. So what are y'all having for Thanksgiving? What are y'all having? We're going in with a 10.5-ounce can of cream of chicken. Soup. This just lends some flavor and it keeps your dressing moist. Got that in there. We're going to get some black pepper. Now here I fried up some of my breakfast sausage. You can use the regular or sage. I just cut the roll of sausage in half, but I'll put the amount. I'm pretty sure that's a 1 pound roll, I'm not sure, but I cut it in half. And I have 6 slices of bacon. I fried until crispy, and all the bacon, the grease that's left off that bacon and sausage, keep it. That's more flavor. But by all means, you can drain it. And I do have my oven preheated to 400 Fahrenheit. And get you a 9x13 pan. Get it buttered. And we're just going to get this mixed up. I hope y'all give this a try. It's really good. Like I said, I believe this is one of my favorite ones. But this will be easier to mix once I get my broth in there. And I normally use between 5 to 6 cups. Just depends on your cornbread, how dried out it is. Now, if you can make this the day before and stick it in your refrigerator and just let all those flavors come together and let that biscuit, cracker, and cornbread absorb that moisture, oh, it's just so much better. All those flavors come out. And you may need to add a little bit more broth the next day. Take it out at least an hour, hour and a half before you're going to bake it to take the chill off of it so it doesn't take so long to bake. But I know a lot of us prepare a lot of things, you know, the day before Thanksgiving because there's so much to do. And you want to make this where you got plenty of broth in there. And I'm just going to get this mixed up. Okay, I got this all mixed up. And you can see the consistency of it. It's like a thick oatmeal, what I always say. But you want to make sure you have enough. Now, if you do refrigerate it, as I said, this is just going to continue to absorb. It's just going to keep continuing. So you more than likely will have to add some more broth to that. Okay. Oh, that bowl's heavy. Now, it goes into my pan. And my oven is preheated. I'm going to get this all spread out. Get this all spread out. Get some foil on it. Now, if you wanted to, I mean, you could leave it off, but I wouldn't suggest it because you want this to stay moist as it's cooking. So I'm going to get my foil on it, and I will remove the foil probably the last 20 minutes. It normally takes, it just depends on how moist or how dry yours is. If yours is more dry, it's going to cook not as long, or bake, shall I say. And I'm going to get my foil on it, and in the oven it goes. 400 Fahrenheit for 45 minutes to an hour. Now, before I put this in the oven, before you add your egg, if you want to, taste it for salt, because your cream of chicken soup is salted. Your chicken broth, if you're not using low sodium, it's salted. So taste it before you add your egg, and you can add some salt to your liking. I didn't add any because I'm using regular Knorr chicken bouillon. I use it teaspoon per cup of water. So that's what I used. Each teaspoon calls for, or 1 cup of water calls for 1 teaspoon. So I used a little over 6 teaspoons of the bouillon, or 6 cubes. So taste it before you add that. Okay, friends, there is the cornbread dressing. Now, if you want, like I do, I like to turn the broiler on, get it a little bit brown on top. Now, you'll know when it's done because you could feel it. But mine took, I believe, maybe 65 minutes, a little over an hour. Yours could, bake less. It just depends on how much moisture's in that cornbread. So, I'm going to get a piece out here with y'all. It's hot. I just took it out. Look at there. I want that edge piece, the crispy. Look at there. See that? Oh, is that going to be good? It's so moist, but not wet. There's a difference. And I'll just put some gravy over that. You guys got to give this a try, seriously. It's delicious, and you can see how piping hot that is, but I'm going in. This is like my favorite side dish. What's y'all's favorite side dish? Look at that. Yum. Oh. Mmm. That is perfect. Mmm. Oh, that's good. But I hope you guys give that a try. I did remove my foil, I believe, the last 20 minutes of baking. And, but yeah, give it a try. See if you like it. And drop me in the comments what you're having. I just love to know what everybody else is having. But until next time, you guys, stay safe, love one another, take care of one another, and you eat well. And we will see y'all soon. Enjoy that dressing. It's delicious. Bye-bye.